tied up in fixed costs, including a trade fair warehouse in Eisenwedel, Germany, used for dealer events and promotional materials, Frankfurt Allgemeine Zeitung said. This left limited funding available for core brand development, an issue exacerbated by broader cost-cutting measures across the automaker. Marketing has traditionally been overseen by the sales department, which has prioritized short-term promotions and equipment packaging over long-term brand positioning. Previous attempts to reorganize VW's marketing department have struggled to take hold. Nellie Kennedy, a former Google executive who briefly led VW's marketing in 2023, was unable to implement a lasting strategy due to what insiders describe as complex and fragmented internal processes. Woolberg, 45, will be responsible for leading the development and implementation of a unified global brand strategy for the VW brand. She will also serve as a central point of coordination across key departments, VW said in a news release. Woolberg's previous roles include head of sales and marketing at the Berliner Verkehrsbetrieb, BVG, the city's public transit department, and marketing and communications roles at Mercedes-Benz. Her predecessor, Suzanne Franz, will move to a new, undisclosed role within the VW group. We are pursuing a clear goal for the Volkswagen brand, becoming the world's leading volume manufacturer in terms of technology by 2030, Schaefer said in the release. Now, in the middle of our catch-up phase, we are gaining a recognized expert with solid expertise in brand experience strategies and customer experience. Title: VW, Stellantis, Ford among 13 automakers fined $495 million in Europe by antitrust regulators. Content: Brussels, Volkswagen Group and Stellantis, along with 13 other automakers and their car association, were fined a total of €458 million, $495 million, by EU antitrust regulators for taking part in a vehicle recycling cartel. The European Commission said the cartel, which involved end-of-life vehicles, took place from May 2002 to September 2017, with Automakers Association ACEA organizing meetings and contacts between the companies. End-of-life vehicle recycling is when cars are dismantled and processed for recycling and disposal once they are no longer fit for use. The EU competition watchdog said the companies agreed not to compete with each other in advertising the extent to which their cars could be recycled and agreed to keep quiet on how much recycled materials are used in new cars. They also agreed not to pay car dismantlers for processing the end-of-life vehicles. EU laws require carmakers to bear the costs of recycling such vehicles if needed, allowing car owners to dispose of cars free with a dismantler. We will not tolerate cartels of any kind, and that includes those that suppress customer awareness and demand for more environmentally friendly products, EU antitrust chief Teresa Ribera said in a statement on April 1. VW's fine was the biggest at €127.69 million, followed by Stellantis at €99.5 million, Renault-Nissan at €81.46 million, and Ford at €41.46 million. Other penalized members of the cartel included Toyota, Mitsubishi, Honda, Hyundai, Jaguar Land Rover, Mazda, GM, Suzuki, and Volvo. Mercedes-Benz avoided a fine for alerting the EU enforcer to the cartel. The Brussels-based industry association ACEA was handed a €500,000 fine. All the carmakers admitted wrongdoing in return for a 10% reduction to their fines. A Stellantis statement said the company acknowledged the decision by the EU's competition body, having cooperated with it throughout the investigation. Provisions had already been made against the fine and are reflected in the company's 2024 full-year results, Stellantis said. Britain's antitrust regulator fined 10 automakers for a similar cartel. The companies illegally agreed not to compete against one another when advertising what percentage of their cars can be recycled, the Competition and Markets Authority said. They also illegally colluded to avoid paying third parties to recycle their customers' scrap cars, the regulator said. The companies and the SMMT Trade Association were ordered to pay £77.7 million, $100 million. Title: Ford electrifies its bestseller, the Puma, to give a crucial lift to EV share. Content: Craiova, Romania, the exterior styling of the